Guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today starts the final week of the O.W.L.s Readathon vlog, so stay tuned. So at this point, we are in the last week of the O.W.L.s Readathon. Actually, we're in the last few days because the end of the month is on Thursday. So anything that's left to be done for this month, there's just a couple of days left. So at this point, I have managed to complete 11 out of my 12 O.W.L.s. Yeah, I'm very proud of myself. The only thing I have left to complete is Herbology Mimbless Mimbletonia, title that starts with an M. And this one is going to be so easy, y'all. All I have to read before the end of this month, for the O.W.L.s anyway, that's not including for my wheel, but for the O.W.L.s is May Volume 1 by Jean Ha. And this is a graphic novel. Granted, it's a little bit of a thicker graphic novel, but I should be able to read this in just a couple of hours. Yeah, maybe like 2-3 hours. It depends on how dense the writing is throughout. But that is the only O.W.L.s I have left. As far as my wheel goes, I only have one book remaining for my Wheel of TBR to get completed, and that is Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. And at this point, I just finished page 108 earlier today. So I've already made it a quarter of the way through. So I definitely think I'm going to be able to get these accomplished. And I may be able to even throw in a couple, well, maybe another book or two. We'll see. I do have a lot of editing that I have to get done this week. So we'll see how much extra I can get added in. Hopefully I can get a nice little chunk. I'd love to be able to throw in another book or two. Also, in the mail today came my Sips By box, though this is another special edition Sips By. This is their one for Mother's Day, and it's called Moment for Mom. It says, as a mother, you are well versed in selflessness. Everything you do to care for your child and put them first is nothing short of heroic. Now it's time for you to be honored and appreciated for all that you do with a special Moment for Mom experience that will help you sip back, relax, and recreate your own spa day from home. So we have this cute little card here. And it says, Moment for Mom Tea Box. Dear tea lover, is there any better way to treat yourself than a moment alone with a cup of tea? We like to take ours in the bath for an extra relaxing treat. For the dreamiest bath, we like to infuse our tub with a calming tea. In this box, we've included one of our favorites for you to add to your bath. If you'd like to take a moment and indulge, here are the instructions for a tea-infused bath that will turn your bathroom into a spa. So I might have to try that. The Tuscan Dreams blended by Tea Fiori. So I'll have to try that one as a bath. So I don't know that I'm going to get around to trying all these teas. I may. But I did want to go ahead and tell you about them. And then if I get a chance, I will try them throughout the video. So the first one we have here, oh, this is the one for the bath. It comes like this. A relaxing, soothing blend of herbs, fruits, and flowers that will transport you to a sunny Italian countryside and make your stresses drift away. Cool. Also, when they send you loose leaf tea, because you can use this for actual tea, not just for your bath, they do send this little drawstring bag full of little disposable tea bags, which are incredibly handy. They're also little drawstring tea bags. This Tuscan Dreams by Tea Fiori is lavender blossoms, rose petals, orange blossoms, lemon balm, silver linden, tree blossoms, sweet blackberry leaves, apple pieces, and mallow blossoms. It's caffeine free, and there is a 20% off with code SIPSBY. Next we have Unwind by Snarky Tea. Just chill out. Relax. Green Rooibos tea with kava kava and holy basil. And let's see what this says. It's also caffeine free. This tea is designed to help you relax with kava kava for restlessness and holy basil for stress. Escape the chaos and just chill with this relaxing combination of calming ingredients. And there's a 50% off sampler pack with code SIPSBYSNARKY. Cool. Next is Tea Motion, teas for emotional well-being. Enjoy rest. Apple cinnamon chamomile with ashwagandha and foster rest, and relaxation blended with green rooibos, warm cinnamon, and tasty apple. This one sounds delicious. Looks like this. It is a loose leaf tea. So it's called Enjoy Rest by Tea Motions. It's caffeine free. As you sit, put your feet up or get cozy with a blanket and a good book. Find a quiet place without distraction and enjoy a moment of true rest. And there's a 15% off with code SIPSBY. And then the last one is Organic Mother's Little Helper. Minty, citrusy, and relaxing. And this one is also caffeine free. So all of these in this box are caffeine free. This says, need to relax, release stress and anxiety the natural way with this organic herbal tea. It's packed with ingredients that take the edge off, help digestion, and ease the mind. 20% off with code SIPS-BY-DAVIDsTEA. Okay, so all loose leaf teas, all caffeine free, which I don't mind getting a lot of caffeine free teas as well, because a lot of times I don't think to drink any teas or anything in the morning except for water. And a lot of the times, by the time I think about drinking tea, it's late. And then I'm like, well, crap, I can't drink anything too caffeinated when it's late. Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep, because that's just me. I can't nap without not being... If I nap, I can't sleep. If I drink a lot of caffeine late, I can't sleep. So, yeah, the only time I take caffeine anymore is pretty early in the day. But I also don't take anything in until afternoon, because I do that intermittent fasting kind of thing where I don't like fast for days or anything like that. I just don't eat when I first get up for a while, and it's usually around anywhere from noon to 2 before I start eating. And that's just when I finally start getting hungry. My body's just kind of gotten used to that. But up until that point, I only drink water. And also part of my delaying is I don't eat until after I've done my exercise for the day. So I'll get up and do whatever I gotta do to wake up, and then I'll go and do my exercise, and then by the time I get done with all of that, it's usually close to noon anyway, especially after I've showered and everything. Don't know why I shared all that information, but if you're interested in any more of that kind of stuff, you should definitely go and check out my weight loss journey videos, because I cover that kind of stuff in those videos, as well as what I eat in a day, or my, one of my workouts that I do, things like that. Okay, so it is currently 10:30 at night. So I don't expect to read anything at all tonight, because I actually need to, as soon as I finish filming this, I need to go get a video uploaded, because it's supposed to post in the morning. So I need to go do that, and then I need to go to bed. But hopefully I'll be able to get more of this read tomorrow, and if I have time, because I know I have a video to edit tomorrow, but if I have time, I'm going to try to go ahead and knock this out as well. Okay, well, I will talk to you tomorrow. So technically it is Wednesday, April 29th. It's 12:41 in the morning. I haven't gone to sleep yet. So I have gotten quite a bit of reading of Dance of Thieves done today. I haven't picked up the graphic novel of May yet, but I got a huge chunk of this read. I'm currently on page 429, so I only have this much left. I'm really enjoying this. It's set in the Remnant world, the same world as The Beauty of Darkness, and this takes place not too long after that series, and it doesn't really follow the characters from the Remnant Chronicles, but they are in here. We follow Cassie. She is a soldier for the Queen of Vinda, and Cassie grew up as a street thief and all of that, and she worked really hard to be what she is now. And she's sent out on this mission with 2 other guards to retrieve this person that escaped in the end of the Remnant Chronicles. And she believes this outlaw family is harboring him. And she ends up meeting the leader of this family, who's just become the leader because his father passed away. And they both get caught up in something that is completely unrelated, but they have to rely on each other to get through it, and feelings get all mixed up, and they both want to be honest with each other, but they're both telling each other lots of lies. It's really good. It's really intriguing. You don't know exactly if you should trust anybody, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it. But I'm probably not going to finish that tonight because I think there's still like another 100 pages or so. And like I said, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I gotta go to sleep. I spent a good chunk of my day reading that and editing a video and then playing a little bit of Animal Crossing. And tomorrow, the video I have to edit, there's like over 3 hours. It's like 3.5 hours of footage, so that's gonna take a long time to edit, and I'm not looking forward to editing it. And I'm also realizing how few days there are left to complete everything. Luckily, I don't have a whole lot left. I only have this little bit of Dance of Thieves and May, the graphic novel. But at this point, I'm like, where am I going to find the time to squeeze that in because of all the other stuff I need to squeeze in? So I'm hoping I can get everything done that I need to get done. We shall see. My goal is to get it all... Crap. I gotta get both of these books finished tomorrow, as well as editing a big chunk of this video tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna go so I can get some sleep, and I will talk to you, well, technically later today. So it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, April 30th, and I didn't really vlog anything yesterday because, well, I did reading and I did some editing, I did some Animal Crossing, and then it was Marty's night off. So we just kind of had some family time and cooked dinner together, and we all watched a movie. It's called Mr. Right. It was really funny. But I did manage to finish Dance of Thieves, and I give this, I think I'm leaning towards a 4-star for this. I really enjoyed it. It's part of the Remnant world, but it follows different characters. And I really, okay, for the first, I don't know, maybe half, I was like, I'm not enjoying it as much as I enjoyed the Remnant Chronicles. But as it went on, I was enjoying it more and more, and I really look forward to reading the sequel to this. It was really good, and I can see myself, loving this series just as much as I did with the Remnant Chronicles. And I think I already told y'all about this, so I won't really go into that. But yes, 4 stars for this. And then I also completed May Volume 1 by Jean Ha. This, for the first half, I was like, I feel like I've jumped in the middle of something and not gotten any of the what happened before, because it starts out with Abigail coming back from this magical world where she's been for the past 7 years. And she's had all these adventures and stuff there. And when she comes back, her sister May is like, I don't believe you. I don't believe any of this stuff, because none of it was nonsensical. And then she quickly learns to believe it, because some of these demons and stuff have come from this magical world into the real world. And May and Abigail have to go to this magical world for something. And the parts in that magical world I did enjoy, but I don't know. I think I wouldn't go out and like actively purchase the next one. Like I wouldn't go on Amazon and order it or anything like that. But if I happen to come across it on Book Outlet or something along those lines and I could get it for cheap, then I would continue the story. Overall, I think I give this a 3.5. And I don't really plan on reading anymore today, just because I have a huge video that I need to get edited. So that's pretty much my day. I've got to get it edited. I think I have a video every day the rest of this week. Yeah, so I've got my work cut out for me, and the video that I'm editing right now has over 3 hours of footage, so that's gonna take some time. I will continue vlogging the rest of this week, but I've now completely finished all 12 owls, so yay. So I don't remember the ratings of everything, but I do have my list of owls here. So I did read Undead Girl Gang for Ancient Runes, the heart rune, read a book with a heart on the cover. For arithmetic, magical qualities of the number 2, balance/opposites, read something outside your favorite genre. I read The Silent Patient, and that was really, really good. For astronomy, night classes, read the majority of this book when it's night outside. For that, I read Back to the Future Volume 4. Care of Magical Creatures, hippogriffs, creature with a beak on the cover. I read Amanga, Wonderland Volume 2. For charms, Lumos Maxima, white cover, I read Back to the Future Volume 3. Defense Against the Dark Arts, Grindelows, book set at the sea/coast, I read 10. That was also really, really good. And I think it was by Gretchen McNeil. For divination, Third Eye, assign numbers to your TBR and use a random number generator to pick, and I got Chain of Gold for that. Also love that. For herbology, Mimblus Mimbletonia, a title that starts with M, I read May Volume 1, the one I just talked about. History of Magic, Witch Hunts, read a book featuring wizards or witches. I read A Phoenix First Must Burn, which was an anthology. For Muggle Studies, book from a perspective of a Muggle, a contemporary, I read Scammed by Kristen Simmons, and also really, really love that. For potions, Shrinking Solution, a book under 150 pages, I read Back to the Future Volume 5. And if y'all didn't know, all of those Back to the Future graphic novels have been 5 stars for me. So good. And then I also read for Transfiguration, Animagus lecture, a book/series that includes shape-shifting. I read Buffy High School is Hell. And that is all 12 owls, so yay, I did it. And it's the 30th, so I won't be completing any more this month, but as I said, I'll continue vlogging because you can see what I will be reading for the beginning of May, something that I got from my Wheel of TBR, which just posted today. But for now, I'm going to go and I will talk to you later. So it is Saturday, May 2nd. Yeah. I haven't had anything really to vlog about since the last time I checked in with you, so I just haven't vlogged. I've mostly just been editing and played a little Animal Crossing. I did, however, start another book. If you watched my May Wheel of TBR, which I'll link up here, if you watch that, then you know I had to pick a book off of RB Digital, this app that my library uses, and I ended up picking Outlander by Diana Gabaldon, and I decided I would start out with that book because I was afraid if I didn't, I would forget about it because I don't have a physical copy to remind me. Typically, if I'm listening to an audiobook, it's usually one I already own, so I have the physical book, so I can go back and forth between reading it physically and listening to it, or just having it going, okay, this is what I'm listening to. But I don't have the Outlander, or I don't have Outlander, so I wanted to start with that. And I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm on chapter 18. I think I'm not quite halfway because there's like 41 chapters. This one doesn't tell me like how long I have left in the book. I can just look at the list of chapters and see how long each chapter takes, but I don't know how long the total audiobook is, which is kind of helpful. But typically I'm not a fan of like historical romance, and essentially that's what this is, but I'm really enjoying the way it's written. So, and it doesn't feel so much like a romance. It's just a really good story, and there's some romance in it. So what I know of this story so far, we have this woman named Claire who's from the 1940s. I can't remember what year exactly. And her and her husband Frank are in Scotland in the Highlands. Her husband is working on like learning about his genealogy and like one particular family member in the past from like 200 years before. And somebody happens to show them this circle of stones, and they go when these witches are out, and they get to see this whole cool thing. And then the next day Claire is sent back out to like collect some flowers for Frank from this area, and she kind of goes through something with the stones and ends up 200 years in the past in the 1740s. And she's definitely not dressed appropriate. She doesn't talk appropriate. Everybody seems to think she's a spy for the other side because there's like battles going on between the English and the Scots, and the Scots think she's an English spy, and the English think she's some other kind of spy because they're like, you're definitely not one of ours. And the English want to have her punished, which could be flogging or beheading or something along those lines. And the Scottish are starting to believe, okay, maybe she's not a spy, but in order to keep her from them being forced to give her over to the English for them to punish her, she has to become a Scot. So she ends up marrying Jamie Fraser and is now, you know, a Scottish bride. And Jamie is this 23-year-old beefcake of a man, pretty much, with red hair, and he's tall and like a warrior, and they do end up having to consummate this marriage for it to be legit, and they have lots of fun doing that. Yeah. But I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. And I've heard there's like 7 other books or something like that, and they each get thicker, and the series isn't even over with those. So I have lots to look forward to with this series. I do imagine I'm going to continue because, like I said, I am enjoying it so far. Alright, so I'm gonna go. I'm going to do my walk, and then I have another video to edit. So that will probably take a while because it's my wrap-up vlog, which tends to take a minute to edit. So again, I don't know that I'm gonna do much of anything worth vlogging today. We'll see. It is my goal to try to finish Outlander by the end of this weekend, just because Monday I start my buddy read of A Storm of Swords, and I don't want to have these overlap because they are set in like similar kind of settings. I already have a hard time with thinking of Jamie Fraser as Jamie Fraser and not Jamie Lancaster. Because every time I hear Jamie, I want to think it's Jamie Lancaster, and that is the wrong series. So yeah, I need to keep these series separated. Okay, I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you later today, possibly tomorrow. So it is actually Monday, May 4th. Yeah. So last night, yesterday, I listened to Outlander like the majority of the day. I stayed up until like 2:30 in the morning trying to finish this audiobook. And when I don't have anything else going on, like I'm driving or something like that, and I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm like cleaning or unpacking or something like that. So my kitchen is so clean. But yeah, I stayed up until like 2:30 in the morning listening, and I couldn't finish it. That book is so long. But this morning, I have gotten up and I finished it because there was still like an hour left. But I think I give it 4 stars. I really, really enjoyed it, and I can see absolutely loving this series. I've since like added the entire box set to my Amazon wish list because it's so good, and I want to read all of them, and I want to have like physical copies of them. And yeah, I'm really, really, really happy with having read that. And it was a very good way to start off the month of May. And I wanted to finish that by the end of this vlog. So now that it's Monday, I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!